Isaiah 60 verse 20. Verse breakdown, sermon, and prayer. Verse, contextual sense. Your sun shall no longer go down, nor shall your moon withdraw itself. For the Lord will be your everlasting light, and the days of your mourning shall be ended. 1. Verse breakdown. Your sun shall no longer go down. This is not a literal denial of night but a prophetic image of permanence. It points to an end of instability, cycles of loss, and repeated decline. What once rose and fell will now be sustained by God. Nor shall your moon withdraw itself. The moon governs seasons and phases. Its withdrawal represents unpredictability and diminished guidance. God promises consistency where uncertainty once ruled. For the Lord will be your everlasting light. The source of illumination shifts from creation to creator. This is the core claim of the verse. Dependence moves from temporary systems to an eternal God. Light here means direction, life, truth, and security. The days of your mourning shall be ended. Mourning is tied to loss, exile, and judgment. Its end signals restoration, healing, and closure. This is not denial of past pain but a declaration that sorrow will no longer define the future. Summary. Isaiah 60 verse 20 declares a permanent reversal. From temporary light to eternal light. From recurring sorrow to lasting restoration. From instability to divine permanence. 2. Sermon. When God becomes the light. Introduction. Human life is marked by cycles. Success and failure, joy and grief, clarity and confusion. Isaiah 60 speaks to people who knew loss deeply, exile, shame, and broken identity. God does not promise a better system. He promises himself. 1. The end of temporary sources. Sun and moon represent reliable but limited sources. They still set and fade. Many lives collapse not because light is absent, but because it is temporary: money, people, positions, strength. God removes over-reliance on what cannot last. 2. God as the permanent center. When the Lord becomes the light, direction no longer depends on circumstances. Identity is no longer shaped by seasons. This is a shift from survival to stability. 3. The end of mourning is the end of dominion. Mourning once had authority over their days. God does not say sorrow never existed. He says it will no longer rule. Restoration is not erasing memory but breaking power. 4. Fulfillment beyond history. This prophecy points beyond Jerusalem to God's ultimate kingdom. It finds full meaning in God dwelling with his people, where darkness has no authority and loss has no future. Conclusion. Isaiah 60 verse 20 is not motivational optimism. It is a theological claim. When God becomes the source, darkness loses permanence, and sorrow loses legitimacy. 3. Prayer. Lord, you are not a temporary answer to a permanent problem. You are everlasting light. Where I have depended on fading sources, realign my trust. Where cycles of loss have shaped my thinking, break their authority. You see the morning I have carried and the nights I have endured. Be the light that does not set. Bring clarity where confusion ruled. Bring stability where fear dictated decisions. Let sorrow lose its voice, and let restoration define what comes next. You are my light, not for a season but forever. Amen.